Hey everyone, it's Bill Sicket with another CN Buys product showcase. Kind of a fun one today for all the viewers and especially for the men, but we know that you women buy these things as well, so we'll let that out in just a little bit. What I'd like to do is go over a little bit about male enhancement products, and it's okay to talk about this even on television. We have some really great information. I thought I would start with what I call Viagra 101. But a little bit of education on what's out there in the pharmaceutical marketplace. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because there is so much out there that's really bad and not very good for you, that if there were an all-natural, very effective alternative, we would want to offer that to you. And the exciting part of this show is we have it for you tonight. So what I'd like to do is talk to you about Viagra and some of the other male enhancement pharmaceuticals that exist and some of the problems that we have with them. Most of them are accidental drugs, and what I mean by that is they were created by accident. We all know cardiovascular medications that are out there, and nitroglycerin happens to be one of them. It's that little white pill that you put underneath your tongue, and that stops angina, which is chest pain that can come from cardiac problems. Well, this original drug, Viagra, was in a study for cardiovascular health. The problem with the study is that there was a unique side effect to the medication. It improved cardiovascular health a little bit, but the men were experiencing something very different than cardiovascular health. It was just a little bit lower than the chest. If you know what I mean, they were getting some incredible results and in the form of an erection. And so they took the medication and said, hey, let's perhaps market this down that path as opposed to cardiovascular health. And that is actually the true story behind Viagra. I bet a lot of you didn't know that. So it has come out as a medication. It's extremely expensive. Just one single pill can cost as much as $25 or $30. So there's an opportunity right there with a natural product just from price points. The other problem with the medication is if you are on other medications, there is always an interaction. But folks, it's serious. And I know we joke around a lot about this area of human health, but there's no joke that the seriousness of Viagra and Cialis can be very, very detrimental. Most of the people that take the medications actually do not enjoy the experience because of headaches, problems with their eyes, flushing, all sorts of issues. And then even if they're out on the town and having dinner and maybe a glass of wine, the alcohol can interact negatively with the medications as well. So wouldn't you like to have a natural, no side effect alternative to this problem that's out there? And the answer is yes, we actually have that. So what I'd like to do is really go into the natural side of the world and move away from the danger. And folks, I have a friend, as a real story, who's a pilot. And Viagra, the little blue pill, actually affects vision so much that the FAA, the Federal Aviation Administration, has mandated, you ready for this? Pilots cannot take that medication 6 to 8 hours prior to flying. Now if you think about that, if they have a flight on a Saturday morning real early, that Friday night date is going to get cut short with Viagra. And they might like to have an alternative as well. But that's how much it affects vision. Cialis is big time problematic with muscle pain and aches, and of course when you're in those activity zones, that can really be a problem as well. So a lot of negatives with which is available in the pharmaceutical marketplace, so we wanted to give you something really effective, all natural, and we finally have it for you. It's called Lover's Coffee, and this is a material that I have personally endorsed because of the product design. And here's what I'd like to share with everybody. For over 1,000 years, natural medicines have been out there. They've been very effective. They've been in combination with other things, and they always work without side effects. So this is not in any way, shape, or form a new product from an ingredient point of view. And these ingredients are some of the best available for male health. So what I'd like to do is go through each and every one of these and just give you a brief commercial on why this product is so effective. But I will tell you, even if you didn't know anything about all these ingredients, the combination is as important as the actual individual ingredient. Let me say that one more time. The combination is as important as the actual individual ingredients. And you also must have a formulator or a product guy like myself that knows that these are the interactives that really work. That way we can properly endorse, but I've got a better thing to do. Why don't you just try it? You'll be hooked. This product works extremely well. So there's a material in there called Herba epimedi, and it's called a number of different things, but this is really the nectar ingredient that helps with an area of human health called microvascularization. All I have to tell you is that when you're trying to vascularize certain parts of your body, primarily the male organ, this works extremely well, in combination with other materials, which I'm going to mention in just a second. I've studied Russian natural medicine, and there is a companion ingredient that goes with Herba epimedi, and it's called rhodiola. And the story behind rhodiola is very interesting because at one point in time in the 80s, the Russian Olympic team started really performing much better than ever before. I have to tell you, we in the United States were really frustrated with that. We accused them. We actually said, you must be taking steroids and testosterone and other materials. In fact, we accused the women of that. You want to know what it was? Rhodiola. And in fact, a material inside that rhodiola plant called rosavins, and we have that in this product in the exact amount that you need to interact with the other ingredients. So again, those are two ingredients, but I'm not done. We have Panax ginseng. Now ginseng is a number of different molecules out there from many different areas of the world, but this happens to be red Panax ginseng. If you go to ginseng and look it up online and you find the effects on human health for Panax ginseng, I can tell you sexual enhancement definitely is in that category. So Panax ginseng in a therapeutic amount, again, this is the material that really works, folks. There's another material called cortex cinnamon. This is not to be confused with the kind of cinnamon that's a spice and used on your toast or whatever flavors. In fact, if you're in the mall, the Cinnabons that are so flavorful and fill the air with that great smell, totally different material. But in combination with the other ingredients, that microvascularization really, really works. But cortex cinnamon is a material that causes this product to actually last much longer than other materials. So when we add that material to this ingredient list, this is going to enable you to get a response from this product, folks, not just 1 hour, not just 2 hours, but as much as 24 to even 48 hours of many of the testimonials that we have had. So again, very effective, good combination of ingredients. And there's another material that's called Radix astragalus, and that material is also in the category of actually a natural steroid. But from the point of view of what we're trying to do in human health and do it in a healthy fashion, you can't beat this combination of products. Now, what did I say earlier about Viagra, Cialis, some of the expenses that are out there? If you had 10 pills, which might be a week in Cancun at the local Club Med or whatever it may be, you're going to go through those things pretty fast. And I can tell you, that prescription probably costs as much as that flight to get there. Literally $200 to $300 for those materials. This entire dose, this packet, when you pour and make a cup of coffee, great tasting by the way, is less than $20? You bet. Less than $10? Absolutely. How about $8.99 for a single pack? You can't beat that. But here's our challenge for you. It's all natural. Why don't you just try it? So go to CN Buys and enjoy a great change in your dating activity and a great change for male human health. Lover's Coffee. You're going to love it.